sitting on the boat. Saturday. Went and got groceries this morning. I'm gonna go get water and ice, so we have some ice for ice water later. Saturday. It's a beautiful day. I wonder what the captain's up to. Let's go see. What are you up to?
Making a daisy chain for when we go fishing.
Ah, what's a daisy chain?
It's a trolling lure for, it's got, well, made one. Basically it's a long leader with several teaser type baits on it. Alright, so when I'm sailing, it's hard to get a big spread out. And on the back of the boat, you got room for two lures. And this thing would look like multiple baits. So I'm putting one together so when we go trolling, I can entice a bait from by having this out. If it didn't have a hook on the last one, it'd be a teaser, I think. But anyway, I had to use what I got on the boat.
Well,
Can't afford to buy more stuff, and you know, some of these things cost up to $50 for one.
And then if you lose it, that's $50 down the drain, down the tubes.
Yeah, well, so I got these. These are little ballyhoo skirts. They look like squid. I put a little ball on it, put them on, and I've got about 9 foot. So, kind of creates a feeding frenzy.
That's pretty cool. And you know how to make them, so that's awesome.
Well, we're gonna make it and take it out and see if it works.
Well, that'll be fun. Be a test.
See my new hats?
Ah, it looks good on you.
Crooked anchor. I like it.
First mate job complete.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Well, I'm gonna make this up. When we get a chance to go fishing, I'm gonna have to fish.
Alright. Why don't you show them how you make them?
Alright. Hey guys. I guess I'm doing a video here of making a daisy chain for trolling. The problem, you know, I've done a lot of offshore trolling, and one of the problems is that for trolling on a sailboat, usually you don't have enough room for 1 or 2 rods tops. The daisy chain is what I like to use when I'm trolling. You can put out 1 rod. It has these multiple baits on them, kind of teaser baits, and then the last one on the end. The last one on the end is going to have a hook in it. I'll kind of go over a little bit of that, how I put it together. I'm doing this because with stuff that I already have, that I already fish with, and I'm trying to keep it low cost. Some of these daisy chains, depending on what you're buying and how big, they can go anywhere from $25 to $80, even more for ones for like marlin. So I'm gonna kind of go over this with you and show you what I'm doing, and we'll take it out and see if we can catch a fish on it. All right, so I'm trying to put this. I'll put this daisy chain together, and I wanted to give you the concept behind it. So these are ballyhoo skirts. Kind of put them on the front of your ballyhoo to give them some color, make them look like they're chasing squid. These are very inexpensive. I got these for $3.99 for a 5-pack. So this is a very economical way to make a daisy chain for trolling. But basically the concept is this: we're going to have these in a line on one line, and then the last one is going to have a hook in it. These are going to be spread out about, you know, 12 to 16 inches. And this one's going to be set back, or the last one with the hook in it will be set back a little farther, like 2 feet. And what's going to happen is it's going to look like this is the straggler. He's the slow one. And when this fish comes up to, predator fish comes up to eat, they'll wind up biting the one with the hook on it. They won't bite the ones in the front. They'll pick the one off the back if it was a real fish, and they would come up and grab the next one, and then they'd come up and grab the next one. If they grab the fish in the front, they'd all scatter, and make it hard for them to feed. So they'll pick off the slowest guy first. That's the first one concept on it. The other concept is that I'm going to wind up putting a little bit bigger lure. See if I can find it. I'm going to put this a larger lure in the back. So this looks like a predator fish chasing the bait fish. And it's kind of like a feeding frenzy. And a bigger fish will come up and want to hit him. And they'll wind up biting this one first. What I do is I run my leader material through my lure. And what I want to do is I want my hook to hang right toward the end of my lure. I don't want the hook hanging out here, because as you're trolling, every piece of grass that you go by will hang up on it. And if I have the hook all the way up high, the fish will come in sometimes and they bite it. It's called a short strike, and they'll wind up biting the back of the lure and missing the hook. So we want to put it right at the end where they're going to bite. So feed my leader through the lure. Put on a bead. Let me get my eyeballs so I can see. I've got a double, I call it a double barrel crimp. But anyway, so the line can go through twice versus just a barrel. Through my hook. Make a loop and put it back through. And I've kind of eyeballed the measurement from the top of the bead to the hook to get it to where it hangs down to the bottom of the lure, closer to the tail of the lure. And I use my pliers and crimp it. So there you go. So now my hook is hanging right at the end of the lure. If I get a short strike, they're more likely to get the lure. Alright, so we're here at the end. I'm going to put together a loop here. Usually have one of these quick snap swivels like this. This will be tied to your main line on your fishing pole, and this will, your daisy chain will go into, hook onto it. But this can create a lot of friction right there, a lot of stress. So I've got this little neon tube, neon or neoprene, that the line can slide through, and this will give it some added protection from additional stress being pulled on by that. In case you hook onto a big fish. Now I am using 100-pound leader here. You can change that up, 60-pound, 150, whatever you happen to have, and that's the point of this video is to make something with what I have and see if we can catch fish with it. So that's my setup with it. It's reinforced. I have my quick change, I can change these out. Let it go in like that and reduce the stress on that line going around that wire. So got my main lure with the hook 2 feet up. I've got a skirt on a bead. 16 inches above that, I got another one. 16 inches above that, another one. So I've got 4 of those in a row. And that's my daisy chain. Bonita. Hey guys, well, as you see, the daisy chain does work. We did catch a small bonita. We didn't catch any dolphin today. We went fishing the day after a full moon. Don't go the day after a full moon. I believe the fish eat up all night. The bite was very, very slow. We trolled about 3.5, 4 hours trying to catch on some dolphin. We're down here in Marathon. And we got ran off by the rain. So we came back in, but it shows that that daisy chain does work. We did catch a fish. I hope you enjoyed this video. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. SV the Crooked Anchor. Bye guys.